Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And I've been listening to StarCops and Big Finish. I'm quite surprised that there is a new StarCops out on Big Finish. I've been listening to it. How is it? It's okay. Listen, this is not. It's not awesome. It doesn't suck. It's somewhere. It's above average, but is it like a must-have? I don't know, right? I don't know. Again, this was a workman-like release. I have nothing to really complain about it, but didn't really turn me on, which is kind of strange. Anyway, I was surprised that they're doing a third season. Look, the first season of StarCops they didn't really work. The first box set didn't have Pal Kenzie, Linda Newton, and it just didn't really, and it didn't have the theme tune, right? I know everybody hated the theme tune, right? I liked it. I actually quite liked the theme tune. It was my era, right? So it didn't really work without the theme tune or Linda Newton. They brought her in for the second box set, but still that whole first season, the first two box sets just didn't really gel. And again, the music they used to replace what's it called? The Justin Hayward's one is very generic, right? It's very, very, very generic. And then I'm surprised they actually managed to make a second season from that, but they did. The second season was really good. The second season, I think, was as good as StarCops was when it was on TV. It really gelled together. It did something really. It was called Mars. It was a strong 6-part series, which for me, both box sets really worked, and it had a nice combination of the old and the new gelled together. Loved it, but I thought they were done. Right? I thought they were done. I didn't think we were going to see any more. So we have a third box set again. How was it? Well, we're going to go over it, right? We're going to go over it. You can decide if this is something that you must have for your listening delight and delectation. Before we get into it, could you hit the like button, the share button, the subscribe button? I like you hitting all those things. That'd be great. Subscribe's my favorite, but YouTube likes the share more. But, maybe you can please both masters. Yeah, that'd be lovely. Like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. That's always good. Sign up my Substack, my email newsletter. Follow me on the Instagrams. We love the Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. And if anybody can help me out there, work out how to make reels from pre-recorded video, okay? It's really making me crazy, because if you want to upload it from on the desktop version, I gotta get this plugin, which is like $7 a month. I don't want to do that. And also, it doesn't work most of the time. It's like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But when I do it from my phone, it comes out like this teeny tiny square, and I gotta like pinch and zoom it, and it never comes out quite right. I'm not really quite happy with it. If anybody knows, because I'm an old man, right? I'm an old man. I don't know how to do the Instagram. Anybody can help me with that, that'll be fantastic. But follow me on the Instagram, that'll be great. Sign up my Substack, my email newsletter, sign up my paid Substack. These are all awesome things that you should do, and I think they will enrich your life and make it so much better, right? That's just my opinion, one man's opinion for you. Like, share, subscribe, comment, Substack, Instagram, fine, covered everything. Let's have a look at this release. So firstly, great cover, but I kind of get the feeling this is like an AI filter rather than like a genuinely painted the box set cover. But it looks really good. It feels like one of the VHSs from that era, from the late 80s, that for a show that was doing well. Like Doctor Who, when they released those on VHS, they could pay people like Andrew Skeleton and Colin Howard to do a painted version of the covers. I don't think StarCops ever really managed that. I don't think their sales really managed that. So that one feels really good. The cover totally feels like it's in era. So yeah, my question with this though is, and the reason I'm asking this question is because the prices recently went up, right? For me, these are $20.22 for a download rather than the physical media. CD is $23.79 plus it'll be like another $10-15 shipping. So $20. It's when it was $16.99, when it was under 20, I'm like, yeah, what the hell? I'll give it a go. Right now, I'm like, do I really want more StarCops? And answer to this, I think the answer is no. right? I think I'm done. I think I've reached my fill of Star Cops, right? I can't imagine feeling that way about like a Third Doctor story, right? Because they really do those very well. But like, it's amazing. Those extra $2 or $3 just makes all the difference. So I don't know if I'm back for the second volume of this set. My guess is probably not at this point, which gives you an idea of the strength of the set. That being said, feels very much like traditional mid-1980s Star Cops, right? It feels very, very, very much like that. Just a bit weaker, right? Just a tiny bit weaker. Performances uniformly are great, and they're just kind of like gelled into their positions. It's great to hear Trevor Cooper. I like Trevor Cooper in pretty much anything. And the interviews at the end were really good as well, because they say, "Oh, we see each other all the time." We were just at a convention, and he was there for James Bond. I forgot David Calder. It was in one James Bond movie, right? I was surprised. I was like, "Oh, that's Nathan Spring," when I saw him in the James Bond movie, and I was there for Doctor Who, and we laughed about Star Cops together. So it's fun to hear them, but I don't know. I think I'm done, right? And I don't think I'm done because I'm angry with it. I just think I don't have a need to hear any more Star Cops, right? And this box set kind of made me feel the way. Now, after the end of the first box set of the second season, the Mars one, I was like, yeah! I was all in for the second box set, not there with this one. So let's have a look at the stories and talk you through them. We got Dead Air by Roland Moore. Roland Moore is a very dependable writer, right? He almost always writes solid, good scripts. So that works. Although let's read the blurb first, because it does show up one problem that we have with Star Cops. In the near future, it's the near future, mankind has expanded its presence to space, maintaining law and order beyond Earth, and responsibilities of international space force known colloquially as Star Cops. Their leader is Commander Nathan Spring. So, when it was originally on in the mid-80s, it was something like, 40 years in the future, which is about now, right? About now, and obviously we don't live in that world, right? It's a little bit confusing when it is. I remember they did specifically state out the date of it, but I cannot remember. So there's a near future, even though it might even be in the past. I really can't remember. So the first episode is called Dead Air. When Sonia Garrett dies during a routine moonwalk, the Star Cops suspect her suit was sabotaged. As part of the investigation, Davis and Paul travel to the ancient space station to interview Xander O'Brien. The ancient space station is called the Hattie Jakes, which is really nice. Hattie Jakes from Carry On movies, amongst other things. But the reclusive meteorologist has a surprise in store there. He knows exactly who killed Sonia Garrett. Aliens! So, again, kind of fun. And they what they have in all three of these stories is an A-B plot that do merge together. Again, it feels very, very similar to the Star Cops that's on TV, just not quite as good, right? I think you really kind of needed that, Graham Harper to really turn the lights down. And that's why Star Cops was great. On audio, I don't know. I like the Hattie Jakes. I thought that was a nice idea. Xander O'Brien was a former, Bill Nye science guy who seems to have fallen on, well, not hard times, but just seems to have moved on in his career. And it just seems kind of like a reasonably bland, nondescript story, right? Do I feel better for watching it? Do I feel like, like my life's more rich? No, I don't. But we do introduce the ongoing villain of this, which is, I can't remember the name. It's a new it's a new criminal gang that are taking over all the other gangs. It just sounds very, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like the theme tune. Very generic. Very, very generic. Not bad. And not bad in any way. I really don't want to diss it. It's not bad in any way. is just generic, right? That's how I would describe this. The second release, Hostile Takeover, a crash shuttle with no passengers on board. This is a stronger story by Rosalind McPhillips. Rosalind McPhillips is awesome, right? She is really a rising star of new Big Finish. I haven't seen her do a script which was bad. She did a great War Doctor script, like a really, really good one where they made where the War Doctors made a Thule spaceship with cloaking technology in it from a chameleon circuit. It was just everything about it was really worked. It was a War Doctor Begin story. It was I highly recommended. So you have a crash shuttle with no passengers on board, the murder of a gangster, the kidnapping of a space station union leader. What connects all three cases? Yeah, this is actually a much stronger script, right? As Nathan's team investigates, they encounter Alice Okoro, a corporate investigator for Wolf International. I think Wolf International was a thing in the second season, the Mars stuff. What is her agenda? Is she there to hinder or to help the Starcorps? So they keep telling you in the interviews how she's become like a regular character. And things will be revealed about them that you don't know. I think they're going to end up being a good person, right? Honestly, I don't understand why they didn't recast Theroux, right? Why they come up with a new character and have Philip Olivier play it? But you do feel their ranks are a bit thin. But this is a clever story, right? This is a clever story. I like the beginning of it, which has a shuttle heading towards them, towards this space station, and they have to try and find a way of not being killed. And it fits into the pseudo-science factual feeling of Starcops, right? When it was on TV, so that already works. There's an interesting the strands of the cases that link together are interesting. Davis is great in this. Davis is obviously everybody's favorite character because you don't have to write with this strangled political correctness for him. You can actually write him being like shufty, bollocks, and you could see how much fun everybody's having with Colin Davis because it's something that's just not allowed in today's television landscape, right? And normally somebody like Davis would be presented as pure evil, right? Oh, bigot, old-fashioned, male, patriarchal. Everybody just loves him in this, right? And I think it really shows the nonsense of modern day gender and modern day gender agenda, right? But I would describe it as solid story. If they were all at this quality, I would be more on board for the third box set. Third one, Death in the Desert by Sarah Grochala. Hasn't done anything that incredible, hasn't done anything that awful. It's got a average-ish writer, right? So I do like this connection to the Starcorps lore. We would say when the sister of Lee Jones, the deceased former lover of Nathan Spring, is kidnapped from a research lab in Chad, Nathan travels to Earth to investigate in person. At the same time, Paul and Davis discover evidence that somebody may have found a new way of smuggling? Ooh, we're going to have a snuggle. Smuggling narcotics to the moon, bypassing drug testing. But as both investigations progress, the enemy of Starcorps sees an opportunity to close a trap. Yeah, again, they were kind of building up to this, but it didn't really hit the mid-season cliffhanger that they had with Mars at all. It just seemed a bit weaker. What was good with this is how Davis came in charge of the Starcorps. So Nathan Springs off. So and I think he's the acting coordinator on Moonbase now. They for weird reasons they changed him, making Pal Kenzie the acting chief of Starcops. But because Nathan's off and Kenzie's off, that basically just leaves Davis alone. So he becomes the acting chief, and he thinks, "Oh, it's fine. I'm just gonna be able to check out broken fire extinguishers. Nothing is really going to happen." They do have a clever story with this narcotic that does tie all the stories together. And again, they do this in all three stories in this, which I think is good. But is it good enough, right? Is it good enough? Again, I think for me, no. Hate to tell you, I think for me, no. I think I just don't think I need any more Star Cops in my life. And this isn't convincing me that I do. I hope it is for you, right? Right. I hope it is for you. I hope it's not just me. But let me let me know what you think if this is a release you get. How would I rate this? I would give Dead Air a solid 5 out of 10. Hostile Takeover a 8 out of 10. I'll be generous. I'm going to say 7.5. I'll say 8. And Death in the Desert a 6. So 6 plus 8 plus 5, that's 13, 19. 19 divided into 3 is what? 6 to okay, about 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, that's what this box set deserves. A 6.5 out of 10. I think that, and that's actually judging it a little bit more favorably. And again, I want to be really clear. Nobody did anything wrong, right? Nobody did anything wrong. Nobody did anything, like, it wasn't filled with political ideology or social ideology. They were just simple, simple formulaic cop shows from the 80s in space. That's essentially what simple formulaic cop shows from the 80s in space. Very good, very good. I don't think I need any more though. I think I'm good. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.